if you want to be loved forever, watch this video because it's actually quite simple. Especially me as a Dutch guy, as kind of the opposite of what you should be doing, it is quite simple. Just for context, Dutch people are usually not really liked by people because they're very direct, honest, and harsh. We usually say the truth immediately and don't really like have any smoothness around it. But if you like, I recognize a pattern in behavior of people. Yesterday we played football with a group of 10 guys, and I only knew two of them, and obviously myself. So 7 new people. So like a lot of new faces, hands to shake, and just like characteristics and behavior to notice, to experience. Basically, this sounds very autistic, but that's basically what happens. And what I noticed in general, also with like public dinners and just people in general, people always treat other people how they want to be treated. So for me, for example, I always reply very quickly to people on WhatsApp when I'm on my phone or when I'm on my laptop on WhatsApp web, and I value that a lot, that you get a quick response. And also I always respond. If someone asks a question, I will never leave someone on read like for no reason. I always respond in some way, shape or form, or I like the message and then I leave it on read, or like I reply with like a thumbs up or something. I always leave them on read because that's how I want to be treated. And if you notice these small patterns in people, so some people give a lot of compliments because they're usually very confident. What do they then also like to get compliments? Obviously everyone likes to get compliments, but I think you understand what I mean. People usually treat other people how they want to be treated. They text back quickly, or like being on time. If someone is on time every single time, then they have their life in order and they would appreciate it if you're also on time. It seems super normal, but this goes more into the deeper details of how people behave, and in just small actions that they take when they're around you, in being interested in listening to you, all those things. And usually when someone doesn't do any of this, they're usually very insecure, or they're very busy, or just not present and distracted. And then they also wouldn't really care if you are distracted too, because they wouldn't even notice that. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you ever notice someone that is very mentally healthy, or that is that is really confident and that's really social and good with people, they usually have all these small traits. They listen very good, they respond quickly, they're always on time, they bring necessary stuff. So if you mention at like 8 a.m. in the morning, we're gonna go work for the first 8 hours, and then after that we go to the gym, they never forget to bring their gym stuff, you know what I mean? All those small things, they usually have that in order. So yeah, in texting behavior as well, if someone sends a lot of selfies or like emojis or voice memos, whatever, they usually like that type of communication, and they would want you to mirror that, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I just recognize this pattern with people, and I'm like, oh, it's interesting. I never really hear people talk about this, and it seems like most people don't understand this. So yeah, if you do notice, recognize these patterns, and you want to be liked by people, then you just mirror what they do, their questions. You also notice like very different questions in people. They usually ask you something. So yesterday we had this football small tournament with these guys, and they always ask you like what you do for a living, because they don't give a shit if you have a sister or a brother or how old you are. They care about your work. So they also want to be asked back about their work and what they do for a living, so you can talk about it. They will always ask you in the area that they're interested in. So, and that's also why girls are usually conversations with girls are very boring and not entertaining, because they ask you about bullshit, because they care usually about bullshit and drama, like, oh, did you see that Taylor Swift got cheated on or some bullshit? And no, I don't even know that Taylor Swift had a boyfriend, for example. I don't think she got cheated on, but you know what I mean. So that's also why these conversations are usually less entertaining. Yeah, that's really it. Notice patterns in conversations, ask similar questions that they ask you, mirror their behavior, and yeah, then you'll be loved forever. It's simple, but It's simple, not easy. That's it. Okay, short video today because I simply don't have more to say. See you in the next one. Peace.